Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Show Zone. Logan Paul is torn between realizing his dream and beating up a legend as he considers a fight with Mike Tyson. The YouTube star has refused to be drawn on whether or not he will be fighting the former undisputed heavyweight champion in his highly anticipated February return. Our today's video is on Logan Paul, admitting the fact that he is scared to fight Mike Tyson. Stay tuned as we are about to discover some thrilling things said by Logan Paul. But before we jump into our video, make sure you hit that red subscribe button for more amazing content. Also, turn on the bell notifications to receive our latest updates. So, without further ado, let's begin. Well, it looks like Logan Paul is walking away from the fight by stating he's not interested in hitting an older guy. Paul claimed he would defeat Mike Tyson effortlessly. There is another buzz going around the boxing world, and this time the popular YouTuber turned boxer is trying to escape a potential fight by roasting another famous old legend. Well, it's Logan Paul as always. These days the Paul brothers are taking control of all things, which are going around the boxing community. As Jake Paul walks over and over again about his next match against Tommy Fury. Meanwhile, showing off his routine on the training ground, Logan Paul has tended to put his gloves on Mike Tyson for a possible match. This time around, Logan has explained how he can easily knock out the old champion. However, fans believe that this is a unique case. The younger boxer is scared and is just playing around the legendary Mike Tyson. Well, we all know how the rookie fighter fared, wearing his boxing gloves and holding his own against Floyd Mayweather, where he lasted 8 rounds in an exhibition fight earlier this year. This was Logan Paul's second fight as a good experienced boxer. Prior to this match, Paul's first fight ended in a defeat to another YouTube celebrity, KSI, in 2019. His current score has come in at a solid ratio of 0-1, but the relentless influencer has his sights set on the big shot. There are voices everywhere, and they all tell the same story. Paul Brothers Boxing's procession is heading towards Legend Street. Yes, according to rumors, Logan Paul will enter the ring against Mike Tyson, the now legendary 55-year-old fighter who is finally back in the ring. After 15 long years of retirement, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring in a personal showdown against Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson has already stated that he will fight again in February. Iron Man can't wait to get back to boxing. Additionally, the champion witnessed a trilogy combat proposal with old rival Evander Holyfield that fell apart earlier this year. His disposition is evident in his interest in combat encounters of all kinds. As the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson was there to witness the final showdown between longtime rivals Caleb Plant and Caleb Plant, the undisputed super middleweight championship that took place in Las Vegas, and where fans witnessed Canelo's dominating performance on Caleb Plant in an exciting match. Mike Tyson has told The Sun, "I am going to have a return fight in February, and we are pretty skeptical about the opponent, but it will be a really stimulating opponent." Tyson has previously given his backing to the YouTube fighting brothers, who have made a name for themselves in the sport after Paul fought fellow YouTuber KSI in a 2-fight series. Paul's brother Jake is 4-0 as a professional and is set to face 7-0 Love Island star Fury on December 18 in Florida. The question here is whether Logan Paul is afraid of fighting Mike Tyson. Though Logan Paul had been keeping an eye on Mike Tyson's routine riot after his eventful game against the undefeated Floyd Mayweather, Logan appears to be confident in his new game to the point that he is very excited and outspoken in taking on 55-year-old Mike Tyson. Well, we ask again, is he pretending to flee in this particular fight or not? This is evident in the fact that Logan has even moved on by stripping himself of all respect. He was called the ultimate champion as an old man before this scare in June 2021. Logan Paul scoffed at a possible match against Iron Mike when he said, "My lawyer talked about it. And it's like, no, Tyson will snatch your head. You have no chance. I'm like, I've just been through this. You can't tell me I can't beat Mike Tyson. He's old, and ultimately too old." On a podcast, Logan Paul said someone mentioned Mike Tyson as how funny a great one is at the same time, or is it that you can only fight one and then none of them? Yes, I don't think I know he's a bad enough man. He has rebuilt some people. Have you ever seen what he did? This is what they also said about Floyd Mayweather, and has been adamant in defeating the champion ever since. After all, as Logan Paul puts it, he not only wants to fight Iron Man, but also wishes to defeat him. According to updates, Logan Paul insists that he can easily defeat and take on 55-year-old star Mike Tyson. Despite the rumors, it is alleged that nothing has been confirmed yet. For now, I mean nothing. We talked about it on the YouTube channel. Moving on, Logan Paul said he didn't want the older man, Mike Tyson, to be sitting on the floor after the game, all bad and defeated. Looking at his attention to tweets where people mocked and doubted Logan's ability to take on the 55-year-old boxer. And then these rumors started circulating. We didn't say anything, and then it was confirmed that it wasn't happening. After checking out some tweets where everyone said Mike Tyson was going to kill Logan. Therefore, it is also a fight that we hadn't even considered initially. People don't think Logan will win that either. Well, now we're thinking of Logan to silence the people they're talking about. But the win here is that he can prove everyone wrong by doing the miracle. If Paul finds himself on the wrong end of any of these combinations, he could taste his first knockout defeat at the hands of an old man. Of all these things happening, Logan Paul said, "Oh, it's Mike Tyson." Even though we haven't felt so compassionate for so many years, is that a fight that we will see? So when did the rumors start? Because from now on there is nothing left other than the rumors. I mean, look what we talked about. It was as much as possible for a while, and like it was anchored to. And then these rumors started circulating about what we didn't say. Well, it was also confirmed that it wasn't happening. And then I was reading the tweets and comments on social media, and everyone was saying that I'm like Joshua Logan, and I was fighting like that initially. Well, it hadn't been considered, and now people don't think I would win this. It's pretty insulting, and I started getting angry. And now I'm just thinking about it to silence people. I find it absurd that people don't think I can beat Mike Tyson. Turning to reporters, Logan Paul added that Mike Tyson is too old now. What if he hit Mike Tyson? It'll be like hitting an old man. Well, that's not fair. Now, the people who want to see him, I tell them we'll beat Mike Tyson if people watch that fight. Yes, I'd do it for them. However, when reporters asked Paul what makes him think that he can beat Mike Tyson, and he has mentioned it multiple times, that he can beat Mike Tyson, Logan raised the same fact that he is too old now, only 56 years old. I cannot beat an old man who is not well. I could beat other guys of my age. Later, when the reporter reported his doubts, "Are you sure you can overthrow the legend?" Logan turned to them and said, "Brother, what are we talking about? He is a very old guy. I have the reflexes of a cat like a fast young feline brother. I think he is really too old. We saw what happened to Floyd. There's no reason he should have been able to last because he's getting old." Paul didn't stop. He made sure everyone knew exactly what he wanted people to know and how he felt about the father of the fight. Paul said time has the upper hand, and Tyson doesn't know what happens if I walk in and KO him. I shouldn't be fighting Mike Tyson because I love Mike. However, I'm not pretending, but I think I can easily beat him. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Mike Tyson and Logan Paul will bring a fight to the table? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this. See you in our next video. Thanks for watching.